Hi Libra, welcome to your weekly forecast for May 20th through the 26th. We're going to connect right on in here and see what's coming up for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week ahead. We're coming out of that heavy Scorpio full moon energy. You can see how it's going to be affecting you coming into the week ahead. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, my darlings. So, for those of you who are new here, this is going to be focusing on money, career, spirituality, family life, personal life, all that good stuff. I focus on romance and love in separate readings because that's a very separate energy. So if you want to check out the love readings after this video, there will be a link in the description that'll take you to those. All right, my dears, here's your Monday, Tuesday for Libra, Wednesday, Thursday. All right, and your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Your cards jumped out pretty quickly, so you should be in some free-flowing energy. There should be a lot kind of moving along for you this week, but we'll see. All right, Libra, hey. Hey, Libra, hey. Great fortune coming up for you all. That's exciting, right? Who doesn't want that? Great fortune, hello. So something is happening in the beginning of the week, and you already have that smoke blowing over as confirmation, where there's some abundance coming in for you, okay? For some of you, I feel this is something that you've been putting a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of energy into, okay? So basically, I don't feel that for many of you, it's something that's, well, maybe in some way, it feels for you like it's coming out of nowhere. But the actuality of it is that you've been putting a lot of time or energy into this. For some of you, many of you, maybe even years. So like you've invested in this. This has been a career path for you. Or this has been something that you've been studying a long time. And you've been really, just doing whatever you can to climb up that ladder. And so for many of you, this great fortune that's coming in, it may not be by means of like, oh, I won the lottery or somebody died and left me a bunch of money. Now, for some of you, that could very well happen. I'm not going to sit here and say it's not going to happen for some of you. But I feel that for the majority of you, your hard work is finally paying off. You've put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into something. And so for many of you, this great fortune to me feels more like a big break, coming in. Okay, so it could be like a really well-paying job, a really big bonus. I'm hearing royalties. So for some of you, there's something that you're gonna do, some opportunity that's coming in where long after the work is done, you're still gonna be making some kind of profit off of it, right? So I mean, if you are somebody, I know sometimes Libras, you all are very creative. So if you are somebody who does something in terms of like performance in some way, maybe you're going to perform in something that over time you're going to get like royalty checks, or something like that, royalty payments from. But whatever this is, I feel like you're making a significant mark and you're bringing in a significant income that's going to be enough to really improve the quality of your life, okay? So there's a big, massive shift coming in. Some of you Libras who are more newly on the unblocking journey, and what I mean to say by this, some of us get really stagnant in life where we get very stuck. And we kind of have to go through this journey where we're healing and we're working on ourselves and we're trying to open up and unblock the chakras and all of that stuff. So some of you who are more newer on the path, and maybe there isn't something that you've been putting a lot of energy in for like years or whatever, you've just kind of just been trying to get out of some negative environment, then for a lot of you, I feel this great fortune has to do with networking and making new connections with people who are going to help you over time get into this great fortune energy. So again, it's an opportunity, again, some kind of break, changing this monotony or getting you out of some level of stagnation, okay? And it will come in different levels for different ones of you. Your Wednesday and Thursday card here is message of concern, okay? So I don't want this to like freak you guys out, because I'm going to tell you something. This concern card, not this one, there's another one too. There's a couple of concern cards in this deck that have to do with concern, and they've come up for a lot of the signs. A lot of the signs. So at this point, I feel like there could be something happening globally. And I don't like to say that, and I'm not trying to put negativity out there, but I do feel something could be happening on a bigger scale for many people, where we're looking at what really is important in life, or really what matters in life. Looking at, the time that we have here on this planet and what we can do with it, how we can make the best of it. I am feeling guided to pull a clarifier for you around this message of concern. What does Libra need to know about this message of concern? What does Libra need to know about this message of concern? Courthouse. So some of you, there could be some kind of legal situation that's coming in, okay? Where you're having to address something with a code, a requirement, a legal proceeding. For some of you, it's going to have to do with permits, because this courthouse card, specifically the creator of this deck, did also design it having to do with permits and contracts. So those of you who are receiving this big break, it might also be coming in with something that you're having to look at in terms of blueprints or planning or legal contracts, or getting approval for certain things. So even though things are moving forward, there might be certain obligations that need to be fulfilled. Okay, and you're having to look at this thing carefully, and you're having to look at how to move forward in a way that is going to be on the up and up, that's going to be fair. Some of you, I'm hearing taxes. Some of you may be receiving word about a tax that needs to be paid, or something that needs to be clarified for taxes. Again, this doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a horrible situation. It's just something that needs to be cleared before you can move forward to these new opportunities that are coming in. Those of you who have this great fortune coming in, or who are going to have a lot of money coming in, I feel this is just a heads up where they're saying, hey, Spirit's saying, make sure that the legalities of it are taken care of. Make sure that the tax situation is being taken care of, or the obligations that come with it are being taken care of, so that you can have smooth sailing moving forward. So for some of you, it's not necessarily like something is happening midweek. It's just, hey, keep this in mind as you're moving forward, so this doesn't become an issue for you down the line, and you can really enjoy this blessing that's coming in. Okay, your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday card. Oh my God, Libra, we have imprisonment. I don't know what's going on here. We have courthouse, message of concern, and we have imprisonment. I don't feel that this is you, Libra. I don't feel this is you. I feel this could be somebody that you're dealing with. Like, you might be happy. You might be coming into some abundance for yourself in the beginning part of the week. But you may be getting news from back home, or you may be getting news about a friend or a family member who's landed themselves into some kind of trouble. Some of you are being called to testify, okay? Some of you are being called to testify, or you're being subpoenaed to show up in court. So maybe you're not showing up this week, but you're receiving notice, or you're being asked to show up this week. This can also be symbolic. It might not be that literal for all of you, so I don't want you to freak out. It could be that maybe some of you are clearing out some spiritual contract, or some energetic contract, where you're coming out of some spiritual imprisonment, okay? Where you're freeing yourself, you're paying back some karma, or you're paying back some due, or you're finishing up some karmic cycle with a person where you're going to be freed. Some of you are going to have someone reaching out to you asking you for help, because they've put themselves in a difficult situation. And again, it could be spiritual, not literal, where they've kind of, put themselves in a difficult situation in their life, or they're feeling stuck. But it could be them having to pay their karma back for certain things that they have done. Okay, but I feel, Libra, that you're fulfilling your end of the contract. You're fulfilling your end of the contract. Okay, so it's going to be different for different ones of you. I don't want to leave it here. I want to pull another clarifier. What do we need to know about this imprisonment card for Libra? What do we need to know about this imprisonment card for Libra? Because you're starting off the week with really good energy, right? So I don't want it to seem like it's just this doom and gloom reading. What do we need to know about the imprisonment card for Libra? And we have community. So this is a happy card, right? You're breaking out of some prison and you're connecting with soul family. Okay? So whatever this message of concern is, right? You're fulfilling your obligation or your contract. You're coming out of this imprisonment. You're like, I'm not going to get sucked into that nonsense. And you're coming into a new sense of community. You're coming into a sense of soul tribe. You're coming into a sense of completeness, into, this happiness and this joy, right? You're coming into this great fortune. You're coming into this abundance, and you're breaking away from the drama. Somebody may be reaching out to you and asking you for help, and some of you maybe are doing the bare minimum, or some of you maybe are like cutting ties because you feel like you have to. But once all of those loose ends are tied up, you're coming into this new state of being. Okay, so some of you are moving away from old circles of friends, maybe even family, and you're just coming into a higher vibrational energy. Okay, Libra? So as always, I always recommend that you watch your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some weeks those are going to resonate with you more. But overall, since these are general readings, a lot of the times when we watch our moon sign and rising sign videos, it brings in a little bit more specific energy for us, because of where we're looking at our other planets, and so it can kind of be pieces of a puzzle that we're able to bring together. A lot of you have been reaching out and messaging. Tanya's been letting me know because she checks my messages for me, and you've been saying, she showed me some of them too, and I'm really happy to know that these weekly messages are helping a lot of you. A lot of you I have read for, but a lot of people are writing and I've never read for you, but you say that the weekly ones have helped you a lot, guys, and I'm very happy, because that's what Spirit led me and guided me to do. And it said, go out there and start making the free videos to help people who can't get a reading right now, or who just maybe are scared to get a reading. So I'm very, very happy to know that the message is reaching those who need to hear it and who are being helped by it. And I appreciate that you all have been here and letting me be part of your journey. Some of you have been asking how you can support, or do something to say thank you. And honestly, the biggest way you can support is just subscribe, like, comment, share the video with anybody else who you think it's going to help them. That's a really great way to support, and I appreciate you for doing that. And some of you are saying you want to do more. So, I will leave that to you guys. You can book a private reading. You can treat yourself. You can order something from the new Teespring shop. I designed a few new items that I thought would be cute or fun or nice. And so, or just make a spiritual statement. So those things are available on Teespring if you want to treat yourself and get yourself a gift. Treat yourself, get you something, and then that also will continue to support the channel as well. I am going to be putting a lot more content out, as I said in the past, and I thank you all for being here, and I'm sending you a lot of love and a lot of light. All right, my dears, take care.